All right, my third thing I copped this year on Black Friday. It's a little small company, HRK Audio, the ST596. It's a analog harmonics like processor 500 series piece of gear. So what it does, it replicates you sending your mixes or signal through like an analog board and then through tape. So it replicates that. So what's on it? So the top, you got the drive. Then the next thing, you got a high frequency like cutoff. Like they don't name it, but like that's what it is. The first one cuts the highs a little bit, and then it's the second button that cuts the lows. There's no knob that you can turn it or do anything to, it's just there. The next thing in the chain is like, they give you a wet and a dry. So you can parallel and feel, okay, cool, do you want it 100% wet and none of the dry? Do you want it at 30 or 50-50? You got the option to like determine how this sounds to you. Next is like a tape emulator. So you can turn it like, it's like a tape. You don't have any control over it. You just you like it or you don't. And that's what I'm starting to, because I got so many plugins, not plugins, synthesizers and pieces of gear with so many knobs on it. All three of the things I bought for Black Friday took all of that control away from me. The speakers don't got no room controls on them. The God particle has no control on it. And now these HRK ST596, you don't really have any control over the analog processor or the tape. The only thing you got on the tape side is you got the mix. So you can play around with the mix. And the last thing on it is the processor, like to turn it on and off. So that's dope that you got the button. So, okay, cool. I think this sounds better, but let me turn it on, see how it sounds. So yeah, man, like, this is my second piece I bought from them. The first things I copped them last year, we got them in the studio. They got a full tape emulator. So we got those and they sound better than the Neves in my opinion. You know, the Neve got those, the ones HRK Audio makes, they sound better than the Neves to me. They sound better than the Loop Trotters, like from just me hearing like, I've heard the Neves in real life. I heard like examples of the Loop Trotters. I like the HRKs better. They like a fraction of the price of these other companies too. The harmonics joint I got was like $269, and they was on sale for Black Friday. And it's a company in Germany, so I don't pay the taxes. And I'm a customer, so they hooked me up with free shipping. So I got them like for $440, man, for two of them. So where you gonna get that? The Neve is like $900, $800 for one channel. Got two of these, like 440, and the tape, I think the tape was only like 600, like 550. It was like 550. Now I remember. It was like 550 for the tape. So yeah, they going head to head with the Zulus, with the Loop Trotters, with the Neve, all the 500 racks that you can buy to give us that analog feel and sound. These HRKs are like going with it, man. They got one that's trying to compete with the Fusion, but hold on, bro. Hold on. We spent a lot of money for that Fusion. I don't want to hear anything is competing with the Fusion for $600, so I'm not trying to hear that. But the other stuff, yeah, I'm down for that. That Fusion, we got that for like $2,000. I don't want to hear anything about that. But I may cop a pair of them ones they call them the CS something. It's a weird, they do everything by numbers. So the ones that I just copped are the ST596. Those are the analog harmonics processors. Like I say, they just add weight. They added weight. I was processing some kicks, like a kick bust through them. Man, it blew that thing up. Blew it up just by turning them on. Just it added depth to the low end and it added punch. So yeah, that's all you're looking for. And like I say, for you to be able to play around with the wet and dry, I like that, man. Like so, and I pushed a little bit into it, a little bit like hot too. Sounds great. So yeah, I pushed some bass into it from I got a sub 37. I pushed into it hard. Yeah, the HRK Audio. It's a company like, I was scared to order from them. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm like, cause my first set, it took like a month for them to come. But after they got here, they worked no problem. I bought 500 series stuff that didn't work, and I got it in a day from like a local company. I'm not gonna name it, but we here in Illinois, so you should know the company. Like, they didn't work. So yeah, so these took a month from Germany, and they worked fine. So I had the guts this time to just buy them, not even thinking. Yeah, they was like 440 bones, man. You can't beat that for an analog processor. And these is real analog. I don't know how, because he used to do all those color modules and all that. So you know he got the expertise. Those little 500 series with the color things in them, I don't know if he invented those, but I know the dude HRK used to do those. So he's got the expertise of like making those circuits sound like what they supposed to sound like. If this is supposed to sound like just the analog harmonics you get from plugging into a board or something like that, that's what it's supposed to sound like. So basically, I believe it's gonna improve like the way, just like how my mixes and how certain things sit in my mix, I'm gonna be able to just process them through. Like, let's say if I want this synth sound to stand out a little bit, I may process it through there, then just to give it a little extra weight, so I gotta do less EQing and less mixing. I'd rather spend the 30 seconds it's gonna take me to just route it through there than like the 2 days it might take me going back and forth trying to EQ it in a box and make it sound better. So yeah, I believe they cost me money to buy them, but I believe they're gonna save me a lot of time and money, because time is money. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, the HRK ST596, I already got 10 different uses for them in my brain, but the most prevalent use is gonna be on your mix bus, and you can definitely put them there because you got that wet and dry. You're not stuck on having it on 100%, which is beautiful. Check them out.